welcome to We the People on Ozisa 96.1 FM Owerri. Well, we have a hot topic on our hands. The Mietiala Cattle Breeders Association says any governor who wants peace must donate land for the business of the herdsmen. Well, the federal government has a zero tolerance policy for hate speech. Well, what's your take on this statement by Mietiala? Oh, they've made a statement. Yes, indeed. Actually, they did say that any governor who wants peace must donate land for the cattle breeders and so on to do their business. Alrighty then. That's what came from Mietiala. And, well, the Benue State Governor has equally said that, that they are not from Benue and they cannot dictate what Benue State would or would not do. Other governors are equally towing the same line in the south, southeast, southwest, middle belt, and so on. But generally, what is your take on this issue of governors that want peace must donate land to the herdsmen for their business if they want peace? And what's your take on this stance of the Mietiala Cattle Breeders Association? Would you tell me to be hate speech? And are you satisfied with the way the federal government has been handling the previous outbursts by this group? And what do you feel is the way forward? We are going to be opening the phone lines later on, but I am not alone here in the studio. I have with me Chief Fidel Onyeneke. Yes, indeed. He's a veteran journalist, former chairman of Nigerian Union of Journalists, Imo State. He's a public opinion molder. He's equally a molder of young minds because he's equally in the academia. And, well, the list of accomplishments goes on and on. Chief Onyeneke, you are very, very welcome to We the People on Ozisa 96.1 FM Owerri. Well, we have a hot topic on our hands. The Mietiala Cattle Breeders Association says any governor who wants peace must donate land for the business of the herdsmen. Well, the federal government has a zero tolerance policy for hate speech. Well, what's your take on this statement by Mietiala, and how would you classify it?
Well, thank you very much, okay. And let me also thank Imo people and Nigerians. But before I go straight to your question, I want to commend the proprietor of this radio station I've seen. A very wonderful edifice indeed. This is my first time of coming to this place, and I'm highly impressed. In fact, even as a media practitioner, I see this as a radio station that will go places. And more importantly is the fact that it has a very unique name, not just common.
Ozisa.
You know, an indigenized name for that matter. And it is very, very appropriate because when you talk of communication, the greatest role of communication is also evangelism. You know, you use radio stations to do so many things. So I want to thank God for this particular station, Ozisa, and I pray that you continue to do well. You started well, and I pray that you continue to do well. But let me now say that in any nation, in any society, nobody should be treated as a sacred cow. And this is...
Okay, you mean that the Mietiala Cattle Breeders Association are not just ordinary cattle breeders, but actually sacred cows?
Of course, yes, and I want to give you reasons for that. First of all, we've been hearing cases, you know, just in recent times, we've been hearing of problems affecting herders and farmers, and we've been getting comments, different stances as the case may be, from Meiti Allah. And all these utterances, comments, you know, statements from the Meitiala are coming at a time when the country is fighting the issue of hate speech and hate speeches, as the case may be, also fake news and so on. I think nobody should be above the law in any place. Because if you're a Nigerian, if you're an organization that is operating in Nigeria, you must abide by the rules of the country, constitution of the country. You cannot see yourself as somebody above any other person, because Nigerians and even associations in Nigeria must have equal rights, because the country belongs to all of us. But a situation where a state, of course, under a democratic system and this presidential system, a state legislature or state government, so to say, can decide to come out with a law that will serve its people, suit its people, that will make its citizens or its indigents comfortable. And so nobody can now come to dictate for a state what the state feels that will serve, will be good for its people. Yeah. And you want to tell the state from another place, from outside, that look, what you are doing is wrong. No, it's very, very wrong. And not to the extent of Meitiala asking governors, giving governors directives. In fact, it's a threat, threatening governors that, look, if you don't do this, you will not have peace. That's enough to sanction somebody. That's enough to commit somebody to whatever type of punishment. So it is ordinarily, I would have said that the state should describe it as empty threat. But then you cannot call it empty threat, considering the antecedents of this organization, the Meitiala. We've had cases of killings, maiming, destructions, and so on, allegedly, and I repeat, allegedly, by members of the Meitiala, even though they come out every day to continue to deny. But a situation where you will now threaten a governor, a sitting governor, and the government for that matter. And in any case, when you are threatening a governor or a government, you're already threatening the people. That if they do this, they will not see peace. That's enough for security agencies to go into action and call them to order. Because I don't think anything can constitute a threat to the nation, unity of this nation. I don't think there could be any other divisive type of statement, a statement that can cause chaos more than this type of statement. So that is why the appropriate authorities, especially the security agencies, must go into action and call Meiti or Allah to order.
Well, it's not the first time that we are hearing of such or similar statements by this group or organization. So far, are you comfortable with the, let's say, the way that this matter has been handled by the appropriate authorities?
I am very, very uncomfortable with the way the matters affecting Meitiala have been handled in the past. And it has led to a lot of allegations. If you've been following what has been happening in this country, especially since the emergence of these problem headers, farmers, clashes. Whenever Meitiala will come out, issue different statements and so on, people will condemn it and it ends there. In fact, the next morning, what you will hear is the federal government has opened a radio station of 100 million naira for Meitiala. After, again, in the next few months, they will also do another thing that will threaten the security of this nation.
Well, not exactly Meitiala. They say it's for the Fulani.
You're talking of the radio station?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Meitiala is an association of cattle breeders, and majority predominantly occupied by Fulanis. And in any case, all these things are happening now. In fact, the danger about it and the dangerous thing about the whole thing is the fact that there is already now, because of the sort of federal government remaining adamant about some of these utterances, people are now alleging that probably it's because somebody who has an affiliation with Fulani is at the helm of affairs. It may not be correct. I may not believe that. But the truth is that it happens, and because of the way the past issues, especially statements by this particular organization, have not been handled with the strictness they deserve. People can now say that, okay, we've been saying it. It lends credence to some of these allegations, and it's not supposed to be so. Because I believe that in a country like Nigeria, once you are president of everybody. You are father to all, irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of religion, irrespective of political party, whether somebody voted for you or not. As long as you emerge as president, you have become president of all. That is why I am still convinced that Buhari has been put there to be president of all. But when some of these things are tolerated, a group will make a statement, a group will threaten the security of the nation, and you will not clamp down on that group. But if it comes from probably similar groups or sister associations or other groups, you become very hard on that particular organization. It is highly unacceptable, and it doesn't make for the socio-economic and political growth of this country called Nigeria.
All righty then. What would you say could be the way forward? You know that the Imo State actually is has this issue too. We had issues just a couple of weeks ago with some villages in the Owerri West being sacked by herdsmen and occupation of farmland and so on and so forth with their cattle and all that. We had a security advisor to the governor on Owerri zone here with us in the studio, and it was quite a frightening scenario because he went there. Because it was quite a frightening scenario that he depicted. So what do you think is the way forward? I know that Imo State is supposed to be trying to work on enacting an anti-open grazing bill and so on. What do you think is the way forward?
Way forward is simple, and there are so many strategies that can be used. First of all, the federal government must support all the states to ensure that anybody that is doing anything inimical to the agricultural development of that state should be called to order and sanctioned. What do I mean by that? States should be allowed to protect their farmers, because without farmers, I wonder what this country is going to be like. A situation where somebody herders will go and destroy the farms of certain people, or even farmers trying to destroy the livestock or anybody. They are all under farming.
Yes.
But we must protect whatever occupation somebody has in terms of agriculture. And one of the ways of doing this is by ensuring that if anybody complains of any probably a farmer disturbing a header or a header disturbing a farmer, security men should go into action irrespective of who is involved, because we wouldn't allow rascality and irresponsibility in this society. Secondly, if somebody says we don't want you, don't come to our place and graze, don't go, because it means going against the rules and of course the wish and wishes of the people. In the past, herders and farmers have been living this way. Why is it now, just recently, that all these things became a problem? Herders will now go to a farm, probably send their cow into a particular farm, and they will finish crops and so on and so forth. So such things should be resisted, but people should not take the laws into their hands. Our security men should be more proactive. Whenever you hear such cases, make sure there are arrests, because even as I'm talking to you now, I've not had any case where they say that probably somebody has been arrested for doing this or that. I mean, in terms of these Caesar's clashes, and of course comments coming from Meitiala and the farmers vice versa, because let it not look as if it's only Meitiala that makes a comment. Above all, a state like Benue, where they decided that they don't want there's anti-grazing law, and people must follow certain rules before you graze. If a state makes such law, adhere to that law. If you don't want to respect that law and you don't believe in that particular law, carry your cow and your whatever to another place where such laws is allowed. But I want to suggest that almost all the states, especially in the southeast, they should take a cue from Benue State and do the same thing. Because not every day you'll be talking of clashes and clashes. Government must come out with a law too, prohibiting the destruction of farmland, and of course restricting
open grazing.
Yes, and restricting farmers, herders, to a particular place. But there's one dangerous thing that is also happening. You've heard of the case of Amako Hubu. I listened to the security to the governor the other day. A very pathetic situation. Government, what action has the government taken? I want to believe that by now they must have taken certain actions to protect the people there, protect the farmers, and protect the community. Our traditional rulers should be more careful. I hear of a situation where people now come, they will tell you they want to buy land. They will buy as much as 100 plots of land. Pay whatever you want them to pay. You must find out what those who are buying this land are going to use the land for. We have cases at Ngobala, some communities in Ngobala, local government area, where all these things are happening. So, traditional rulers should not allow this. And the people should not play into the hands of all these people who want to take this land because of money. Because, there's this erroneous belief that a particular section of this country, including Igbos, that they like money. As if there's anybody who doesn't like money. Everybody likes money. But a situation where you now want somebody to believe that, look, if I give them money, they will give us their land, we can use it and graze and they do ruga and do whatever. It is not proper. And before you sell your land to whoever, find that rational rulers, the seller must also not play into the hands of those who want to exploit the community. And above all, local governments and even state ministry of land must make sure that they follow certain rules. You look very well, scrutinize very well before you allow people to purchase certain land. Find out the purpose for that particular land. The point I'm making is that if all these things are used as a check, this issue of clash or these clashes will be minimized.
Now, what is also your take on, because this one you're talking about maybe using surrogates to purchase land. What is your take about the issue of the often mentioned demand of being given free land, like land grants, and so there's always this insistence on being given free land or land grants by governments for these activities?
It is very laughable. Whose land are they going to give you? You will come from another part of the country, and you come to probably my village. You come to, I'm from Afu, and you want Afu people to give you land. You know, for what? Even under the land use decree, there are processes of acquiring land from the people. I don't need to be a lawyer to know that we have land use decree does not necessarily mean that government can just come anywhere, even sack you from your village and say we are taking your land. There must be conviction and there must be an agreement. So a situation where you say because that you are a farmer, you are a header, and because you want to develop your private business, because it's more of private business. A private business, you want a grazing land, that government must give you land. That if government doesn't give you land, that governor will not see peace. In any case, how will you even make the place a place of governable for a governor? It amounts to planning what can. I don't want to use certain words, but it is even punishable in law for you to even say that if you don't do this for me, a governor will not see peace. Who are you to tell the governor that the governor will not see peace? Because the same governor has the constitutional powers to even sack you, ask you not to enter his premises. So the point I'm making is that it is very wrong for anybody to feel that you will come here and ask for land, and the land not even asking, and order direct that land should be given to you and it will be given to you. In any case, other businesses like those who plant, have you ever gone to any part of Nigeria to say, look, you must give me land to plant my cassava, you must give me land to plant palm oil, you must give me land to build a mechanic village, you don't do it is the height of rascality, and it is impunity, honestly. And any government that supports this, it's not, people will not feel happy. That is why one expects government to use some strict measures to call all these people who are involved to order. There are ways of calling them to order. If you don't do that, it means that you are supporting what they are doing, and it is not the best for the peace, unity, development of this country called Nigeria.
All righty then. Well, we are trying to do everything possible for the peace, unity, and development of Nigeria. It's with the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM Owerri. Yes, indeed. We have a hot topic on our hands. Mayeti Allah have warned, should we say, governors, that any governor who wants peace must give them land for their business. All righty then. What is your take on this stance? And what do you think is the way forward? Would you also describe this as hate speech? And are you comfortable with the way this matter is of statements from this group are being handled? Please, no hate speech. Just get to the point without insulting or any ethnic slurs or so on. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Oge.
Good morning.
I call from Ikenebu.
Okay, what's your name again, please?
Emma from Ikenebu.
Okay, Emma from Ikenebu. Okay, you know the rules.
Good morning, your guest, people. Oyeleke.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
You see, Mr. Oge, the truth of the matter is that every mess that Allah are carrying out in Nigeria, there is a man or group of persons who are the God for them. But I don't want to believe that federal government don't know what to do to bring Mieti Allah to order. I want to totally believe that whatever Mieti Allah is doing in Nigeria, the federal government is sponsoring them.
Oh, no, you cannot substantiate that. So please do not make
this is my own opinion. Because I cannot believe that up till now, Nigerian army or police cannot fish out those who are causing this mayhem, killing innocent people, and they will go scot-free. At the end of the day, they say everything will just die off. Imagine the kind of threat that is just a certain group of persons is now threatening the whole country. My brother, I want to believe that whatever Mieti Allah is doing is being sponsored from Asarok.
No. Please, we cannot take that kind of assertion. Please, when you call in, do not make allegations that you cannot prove.
Yeah, but that is what happens when government does not react the way it's supposed to react. Government should come out and display some of these things to avoid all these type of reactions and so on.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, please. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm
Geoffrey Namdi. Where are you calling from?
Christchurch.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the first caller was explaining. When the federal government has given a death here to the see Allah, you can never take any other decision that saying they are supporting them. But as the case may be like this, you cannot substitute the claim for that allegation. They still believe like the majority still governors, or let's say the house members, every state, the state, the legislators, mostly the south east and the south south, which both these laws that will stop these people, all these grazing issues. Let there be a strong law to stop them from intimidating people and not actually making a law. And after the law is being signed on any state or the state should be very serious to protect its citizens, not actually making a law. So making a law and keeping calm does not protect the.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hello, good morning. Okay.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, hi, Chief.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Comrade Omfade. I come from my hometown, Omokane. The most peaceful community in Ohio. My Chief, I've been listening to you with keen interest. I've said it all. Without fear of organization, I want to say categorically that this statement is a threat to our national security. It baffles me that other countries, even here in West Africa, are talking about ecological advancement. Every time you're talking about cow, Ruga settlement. This is a private business for Christ's sake. How can you be demanding people's land by force for them to give you land for you to establish your business? It doesn't go that way now. So I only say that movement is very all these people to order. Unless they're declaring a war. The federal government doesn't want to say anything about this. So I say, the maximum movement I say that the federal government is
Let us not go that way. Let us not go that way. We cannot.
For Christ's sake. So I'm totally against this. Thank you and God bless you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ompadek.
Comrade Ompadek.
Yes, thank you very much, Ompadek.
We the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM, and we are discussing an issue that is bothering many people. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your take?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your take? Alrighty then, that caller got away. But you can call us back. The numbers to call still are 0803 2253 415 and 0708 264 1625. We the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM. Yes, indeed. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Ozisa, good morning.
Yes, please. What's your name? What's your take? Where are you calling from?
It's Brother Nandako from the Zimu Bombini.
All right, then.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Thank you for all your contribution to our society, especially the things that concern security and the life of the people.
Thank you.
We always congratulate you. You have shown that you are a father, not only for your children, but for the entire nation and the Imo State in general. We congratulate you all. We know that God will bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much.
I want to just support brother, our father, Onyeneke, for all he has said. The problem we have is that our leaders does not listen. And at the same time, they do not fear for the massive they are following. We know what happened when Biafra come on board, how federal government fights against them. Today, this military alarm, we know their heads. We know there is somebody going through them. What can federal government do? That what these people are looking up to, not only for their own interest alone, but it's affecting all masses, farmers, people who are feeding from the farm, people who have no occupation, who is not educated, people that God have blessed that whatever they lay on the ground, they will use to sustain themselves. And the government is telling us they are securing property and human life. And such words are being commented on air, and they keep quiet. We know that we cannot do anything, just as our daddy that is in the studio has speak his mind and shouted. But one thing I know, that every problem has a solution. Whenever God suits for this matter, it will be solved. But
Okay.
I want our council governors to listen and follow the due process, including the agents that we have mentioned, including the community leaders who want money, who don't want interest of people. Please, whoever they are selling their land, let them be careful. If all of us are careful, just as Gonyeneke has said, if like, let federal government stood up, we can still defeat them.
Okay,
God
thank you so much.
And bless our daddy in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning. What's your name?
Okay.
Yes, good. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your take?
Good morning, Chief Fidel Onyeneke.
Thank you. Good morning.
My name is Duru Daniels. Duru Daniels is calling from New Order this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think this is not the first time we are hearing this kind of statement from the Miesiala. And like I keep saying, until we begin to tell ourselves the truth about some of the realities of this country, things will continue to move the way they are. That is just the truth. In fact, I laugh when I hear people ignorantly and unrealistically claim that Nigeria belongs to all of us. For me, it is not true. There are sexual sacred cows in this country. That is the truth we must stop shying away from. You see, for Mieti Allah to come up and begin to issue threats to governors, I wonder, the type of hate speech that is bigger than this. And the worst part of it, the annoying part of it is that the federal government will say nothing at this, will do nothing about it. And yet every day people are talking about some of these things. And these guys, go ahead and do what they want because they know they are really, the sacred cows. So that is just the truth. I'm talking about the solution to some of these problems, facing this country. The truth about it is that the solution is in God's hands. And he will soon slam this country with an unstoppable revolution. The one nobody can stop.
Wow, you are really going above and beyond.
Yes,
Thank you so much for giving us your take, though. But we need to use temperate language. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your take?
Okay, how are you doing? I'm Chief Fidel. I'm Chief Ifani Thomas Olumba, and I come from our autonomous community in Nigeria.
I greet you.
Thank you so much. You've been doing justice, representing us well. Well, like other callers have said, we have found ourselves in a very strange and difficult situation that the hitherto unknown party, whatever they call it, group, association, Mietiala, will be coming out to strengthen governors, chief security officer of states, and even House of Assembly, as that of Senate states, that is good to have constitutionally recognized to make laws for the good governance of the state. It's really appalling. As a one in fact, it is left for Nigerians, like one of the callers said, to know, especially down here, the southern part, south, and southwest, to take measures to protect themselves. Before you sell your land, who are you selling this land to? The town union, president general, and traditional rulers will ensure that they don't sell land to anybody. The governors have said it. No ruler, no farm settlement. It is not my fault. We are quite one nation, but then people of diverse, from different diverse backgrounds. So we have our ways of doing things. And before even this regard, we had our ways. Up to now, we have our ways of governing ourselves as people. I remember at a child, I saw him. If you leave your coat, go and pray. The gun will sound. The others will find you. And the other thing. So we are here appealing to the government president, commanding chief, because it appears these people are emboldened, not because he's a foreign man, and that's why they are doing this. We are not saying that he's the one propelling them, but they're emboldened because he's a foreign man. Let him call them to order. That is what Nigeria. So before they throw Nigeria into an unimaginable conflagration, we saw that kind of thing in Ethiopia. We saw it in Rwanda, in Liberia and other places, and nobody knows how it is going to end. Let him make his name in code and call these people to order. It must not be his time. If he so much loves Nigeria, if he's so patriotic, he should call them to order. Have a pleasant day in a way there. If you find someone to number from Alinalu.
Okay, thank you so much, Chief Ifeanyi Olumba, for giving us your take. It's We the People on Ozisa 96.1 FM. Yes, indeed, we really have a hot topic on our hands. Chief Ifeanyi, you wanted to say something?
Yes, that's a very important issue. You see, if you are in government and you don't have effective communication, and there's no effective communication between the government and the governed, definitely there will be problems. You see, a situation where we've had cases of herders clashing with farmers and other problems, and the government will keep mute, government will keep quiet. It's apparently an indication that government is either helpless or not ready to probably sanction any of the factions. There must be a means of communicating to the people. Tell the people, the government should issue statements and tell the people, look, this is the situation. We like what has happened, or we don't like what has happened. That is why there are rumors. If there is no effective communication, definitely there shouldn't be any vacuum. Of course, once there's a vacuum, rumor and falsehood and other things, even fake news, will feel it. So government should live up to expectation. Have competent people to handle their information and communication machinery, so that people will know what is happening, know their stand, and know the feelings and the stand of the government.
We the People on Ozisa 96.1 FM. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your take?
My name is Ken Pope Sandikinsi.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, KKK.
So you know, this is the kind of country we found ourselves. It is quite unfortunate that Mr. President has refused to act presidential since assumption of duty, and it is a serious call for worry. Like Chief Onyeneke just said about what has been happening with the herders and the farmers crash, Mr. President has said to have a proactive measure to curtail this particular issue. And that's it, which is shared.
Your line is breaking, KKK. Your line is breaking, KKK. Maybe you could change your position. Okay, well, that one got away. But you can still call us up on 0803 2253 415 and 0708 2641 625. We the People on Ozisa 96.1 FM, and we have a sizzling topic on our hands. Yes, indeed, it's a security issue. It's a matter of life and death. It's a matter of your property, your land. What can we call it? The Miyetti Allah group have issued a statement warning governors that if they want peace, any governor who wants peace, they must donate land for their business. And we ask you, what is your take on this stance by Miyetti Allah? Do you think, or would you classify it as hate speech? What do you think is the way forward? Are you satisfied with the way the government has been handling these issues? Alrighty then. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Yes, KKK, I called back.
Alrighty then. Go ahead.
Please, the big question that we're supposed to ask everybody in these countries, is this business a private business or a government thing? Let me tell us. The point has come when, see, my daddy will always tell me that as I look at the bird that's learned to fly without touching, someday the hunter will shoot sporadically without aiming, and it won't miss. Let me tell us, this business, everybody is saying we belong to one country, no doubt. Nigeria belongs to all of us. And they do not understand the reason why some sections or some areas will come to oversee the affairs of this country, and they will take everything that concerns this country, they as if it's the other people. Imagine Yetiala giving the government warning, and Mr. President has not called these people to order. Mr. President has failed to call to these people to order. The leaders of the ruling party have failed to call these people to order. So what they want is clash, Abi. I have advised.
We are looking for a peaceful solution. So
yes,
what is the solution?
I have? Look at the solution I have. I have advised the governor of Imo State in several fora on radio program that please, we must call the traditional rulers in Imo State to order, because let us talk about Imo as Southeast. In fact, the governor's forum Southeast. Everybody, as a matter of urgency, we must rejuvenate our security in our communities, the local vigilante. Because the way these people are going about, there's one that happened around my area where I reside, Eburata. They just slaughtered the people like as if nothing happened. Up to this moment, I've not heard anything about that particular news. We must be for our security, and I want to advise every Imolite, you must be security conscious. You must be very careful. Always know what is happening around you, because this thing is becoming a serious issue. And secondly, I want everybody to start talking about this. Because Mr. President is becoming like a desecrate towards the security of this country. And this is an impeachable offense. If it was in a sense society, Mr. President will not sit on that seat today, because he has committed so many things that should lead to his impeachment. This is the major reason why we elected him, to protect the lives and properties of citizens. And if you have failed in this particular duty, the sole major aim of him coming to power, you have to be impeached. It is not right that the National Assembly will be watching Mr. President do things like this with all temerity, without audacity, and nothing is being done. People like us are not happy. Okay. Mr. Governor making a plan should sit up and make sure that this thing does not happen. Let us see how they are going to come to Imo State and take our land. Enough is enough. We cannot be worshipping Buhari in this country. We have given our support to a large extent, in as much as yes. But I don't like the way he has been treating us.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, KKK, for giving us your take. All righty then. It's a very impassioned topic. But please, everybody should use temperate language. Do not make statements that you cannot, or should I say, substantiate, and so on. Otherwise, you might be forced.
Yes, and okay, let me quickly say this. You know, when you talk of the issue of hate speech, hate speeches, some of these things are got. Once there is bad government, and once people have bad governance, definitely people can make all forms of comment. So for you to avoid hate speech, you must make sure you lead the people and lead them aright. And you must have a veritable link of communication between the government and the governed. If not, people can make all sorts of comments. And you must be equitable in whatever you are doing. There must be justice, and you obey rule of law. When these things are lacking, people can make any type of comment. Some might amount to hate speech and hate speeches.
All righty. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, indeed. We the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM. What's your name?
Yes.
Where are you calling from?
Okay. I am sorry for using the word revolution. This is Duru Daniel. I called back.
Okay.
See, the point I was trying to make is this. You know, just like when you continue to pound on a building, on a story building with cracks, if you continue to do that without, having a change of mind, without considering the cracks, one day it will collapse. And this is what is happening in this country, just like the previous scholars have said. The president, these things keep happening, and the presidency will do nothing about them. We say nothing about them, and they keep happening. So what do you now think will happen if it continues to happen this way? This is exactly the point I was trying to make. So we cannot continue to watch these things go this way, because nobody can tell you that this will bring solution to the problem. Because the main person who is supposed to bring the solution is not interested. So what do you now want the people to do? So we will continue to pray that God will help us out, and it can only come when it does the unthinkable. It will happen. That's my take. Duru Daniel is my name, yeah.
Okay, Duru Daniel. Well, calling from New Owerri. Well, it's a very impassioned topic. We the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM, we are taking a look at a recent statement credited to Miyetti Allah, where they actually told governors that if they want peace in their states, that they must donate land to Miyetti Allah members for their business. So we ask, what's your take on that? Would you classify that as hate speech? Are you comfortable with the way these matters are being handled by the government? And what do you think is the way forward? Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yes, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your take?
My name is Ejike Ekembonye.
Okay.
I'm calling from Naked Road.
Okay.
Owerri. It's high time for our people if we are ignorant of it, it's high time for us to understand the fact that this country, so some part of this country is under siege. We are under siege by these herdsmen in the guise of Mieti, Allah, whatever. And in fact, it is a fact that Mieti Allah is the federal government.
Oh no, you cannot substantiate that, please. Please okay, retract that.
Okay, but anyway, the activities of Mieti Allah point to the fact that they are in control, because whereby the federal government, as headed by President Buhari, cannot do anything, they are standing as a sacred cow. In fact, if you touch them, you will see that the government will come against you. So, this thing they are doing now is a sound, it's a threat, it's a sound, it's a drum of war. If you look at it, it's a drum of war. They are telling you to get ready for them. So, if you are still not prepared to face them, I think we have ourselves to be blamed. They have told us they are ready for us. In fact, let me tell you, that might even be reasons why all our borders are being closed. So that by the time they stop us, by the time they stop us from getting things we're supposed to get, they will not come upon us.
Well, okay, that's still an unsubstantiated. That's still an unsubstantiated. You can't substantiate that. But well, thanks for giving us your take. Well, the conspiracy theories continue to mount. Well, we pray for this nation. Chief Leader, we want to drop in one or two statements.
Yes, first of all, yes, I must, if you listen to the callers, you see that people are really very passionate about this issue. First of all, our governors must be at alert, and they must realize the fact that they are elected to serve the people and protect the people. And part of the protection is making sure that the source of living of most people, because our people are predominantly farmers. You can't just allow what they don't want to happen to them. So, if possible, there must be an executive bill to the legislature here in Imo State and other states in the southeast of this part of this country to ensure that there is protection of the farmers through the anti-grazing bill. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very, very important. And the Imo people, Igbos, have made a statement that they really don't want open grazing, and they also don't want a ruga or whatever. That is not to say that they are against people rearing their animals and so on and so forth. But these things must be done so harmoniously that nobody will feel hurt. That is the responsibility of the government. And above all, federal government must use the appropriate means to make sure that anybody who goes against the law of the land must be sanctioned. Nobody should be sacrosanct, and nobody is above the law. You can't just see somebody and treat that person as a sacred cow at the detriment of other parts of the country. Nigeria remains one nation, and for us to ensure that we are in one nation, there must be equity, there must be justice, there must be fair play. So this issue is sensitive, and it's good that it's now in the public domain. So
we the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM. Hello. All righty then, that one got away.
Yeah, I was only trying to say that everybody must be at alert, because we want unity, we want peace and progress. So there must be protection.
Okay. We the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM. Hello.
Yeah, just for 30 seconds.
Okay. What's your name? Okay, Chief. Okay, you're back. All right.
Yeah. You see, just imagine a society without laws. I am a lawyer, and you are not definite. You don't have any definite kind of definition of law. For the school of thought that are attempted to find law as an instrument of social control, helping in some way to regulate the behavioral pattern of deviance in the society. So what the Allah is telling us, that we should track the second arm of government, legislature, for them to be bold, for anything to go like that. It is not right that in the 21st century Nigeria, we are still talking about how to handle animals in our midst, in the society. And the federal government appears to be looking away. So God said, what does everyone stand to benefit if Nigeria embarks on this journey to self-destruct, to position? What we know we can handle it. This is not the first time.
Okay, Chief Olumba, we have run out of time. So sorry about that. So we have to call it a day. We, the people on Ozisa 96.1 FM, well, the clock is no longer friendly and we have to call it a day. Thank you so much to my special guest, Chief Fidel Onyeneke.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being here. I'm impressed.
Okay. For myself, Ogechi Iwu, it's let's do this again tomorrow. Have yourselves a lovely day.